All right, boys, we are back, and it's time to make our final run to trade deadline. All right, we have a full month and a few games after that, and January once again, just like last year, January was a very nice month to us. We went what was it, 8-2 or 11-2, something like that. All right, so it was a great month. We got back into the President's Trophy um, race here. The Toronto Maple Leafs has 73 points. We're ahead of Colorado. So yeah, we're second in the NHL. Toronto has 73. We're 4 points behind them for the President's Trophy, all right? So we can easily win the President's Trophy if we just keep winning games. We don't have to worry about beating Toronto. We just need to win. We need to keep the streak up that we're on, all right? I'm going to keep the lines up the same that they are right now, except for one thing. In the last video, we were checking up the lines, and the one player that really has not been playing well this year, boys, it's Brett Connolly. It's not Michael Granlund, it's Brett Connolly, all right? So put all your hate towards Brett Connolly, because he's had power play time, he's had second line duties, he's been demoted down to the third line, yes, but he's had power play time, he's had second line duties, and yet Dustin Brown has more points than him. Granlund has the same amount of points than him, and Granlund's nowhere to be found up here, okay? So, yeah, it's unacceptable, basically. So what I want to do, our power play started off great, but it's really starting to trail off here towards the end of the regular season. So what I want to do is, because 5v5, we're scoring so many goals, because we still have so many goals for per game. We're like top 3, I think. So I want to put our power play lines the exact same as our 5v5 lines, okay? So Stamkos, Lofthouse, and Len Little on the power play, because our power play is really starting to go stale. So I want to bring up, I want to change it around here. And our second line is going to be Sagan, the Nuge, and it's not going to be Brett Connolly. He's not getting it done. Who should it be? It's either going to be the Nuge, Sagan. It's going to be Brown, Granlund, or Schenn. Let me see who's got the best offensive rating here. Now, Brown, he's been having a great year since we brought him back up. I mean, he started the year on the third line with no power play time. He still has no power play time. And look, he's got 30 points in 53 games, okay? So, Dustin Brown's been playing great for us. You guys can say what you want about Dustin Brown. He's been playing very solid for us, okay? Braden Schenn, I think he's got he's got a better offensive category than Dustin Brown. So, I would rather put Braden Schenn on the power play or Granlund. Should we give Granny Smith a chance? You know what? With all this shit talk about Granny Smith, I'm going to give him the chance, because you know what? We haven't given him the chance to silence the critics by putting him on the first line. We put him on the second line, yes, but you could argue that Connolly was holding him back as well, because Connolly wasn't getting it done also. So I'm going to give Granlund 1 month. I'm going to give him 1 month here on the power play line with Tyler Sagan and the Nuge, okay? Now hang on a sec. Let me just check this out. I'm going to put Lofthouse with Stamkos and Sagan with the Nuge on the 4-man power play. Yep. Now, I want to track Granlund's numbers all the way for the month here, okay? So, he has 24 points in 53 games. So, 24 points, okay? 24 points. Now, let us also check out our power play percentage and see if that rises. So, player stats, team stats, 24 points, right? Yeah, it was 24 points. Our power play percentage is 20.1. So 20.1 and 24 points. So we'll try to remember that. 20.1 and 24 points. All right, so we'll go 1 more month here, see what happens. Let's keep this up here, boys. 24 points, 20.01. 20.1, yeah, okay. And there we go. We start off with a loss. All right, so remember, we didn't change up the lines. We were doing great in January. We didn't change up the lines except for the power play. So that shouldn't affect us, because the power play was doing pretty bad if you compare it to the rest of our team. Klepis, no, we don't need you. All right. 20.1, 24 points. All right, so we're 1-1, 2-1 in February. All right, keep it going here. February last year, we were 5-5, I think. So February wasn't too good to us last year, so let's continue to have good months here. There we go, 3-1. You see what I mean? We can win the Presidents if we turn it around here. If we just start winning some games, get a nice, if we can get another 7-8 game winning streak in there, hell yeah, we're gonna be in position. And there's a big loss to the Carolina Hurricanes. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. And we come back with a win. Very nice. All right. I want to see if we have any games against Toronto. We're both in the East. We're not in the same division, but I want to see if we have any games against. Oh, I don't like that. You see, loss, win, loss. I don't like that. I want to see a loss and then at least 2 wins after a loss. At least. All right. We should be getting 3 or 4 wins after every loss, but at least 2. See, that's good. That's good. I don't want to lose against Detroit, but I wouldn't hate it. All right. And Detroit's not a good team. Come on, boys. We can win 3 in a row here. Come on. There you go. There's another 3 in a row. All right. So February was definitely a better month for us this year. Oh yeah, definitely a better month. Scouting assignment. Yeah, we'll send him back out. Hartwick. What were these guys like? Ooh, a top 5. All right, they're not bad, but they're not. They look like that Erickson guy that I got before. They're gonna be like in the low 60s for overall, but maybe have a couple A's for potential. So they're not gonna be NHL players for us. Is there anyone else? There's a lot of top 10s in the QMJHL. Hartwick. All right, let's check out defensemen. Is there anyone? 2 top 10s in America, I think. This Danielson guy. Yeah, I'll check out these 2 guys. Oh, it's a couple top 10s. All right, I'll go to, we'll go to the WHL for defensemen, 6 weeks. There you go. All right, and one more game in February. February was a good month for us. Keep it going. Keep it going. Go out for the win. All right, so we've won, 5 in a row now? 5 in a row. You know what? I'm just going to keep simulating up until the trade deadline. I'll get these 2 games out of the way, okay? Yeah, all the way to Monday here. Because I know I don't want to change the lines, and I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be making any trades. Maybe Brett Connolly. Maybe. We'll check out. But I wouldn't want to change up the lines right now because we're doing... Look at this. I mean, we're turning it around. The beginning of the season, not too good. But all of a sudden, look at what we did in February here. Going back to the last video. Hang on a sec. Going back to the last video. January, we were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we were 11 and 2 in January, right? And then for February, we were 1 loss, 2 losses. Oh no, that's the same loss. Yeah, right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 and 3. Well, yeah, 10 and 3 in February. And if you count the games that we've done after that, it's been 12 and 3 since the beginning of February, right? So our lines, that's what I mean. I don't think we need to make any trades. Just because some players may not be producing, well, guess what? Our team is producing as a whole, as a unit, all right? So let's check out everything. Goals against average. Bernie Mac's starting to creep up there, so finally he's starting to bring it together. 2.32, he's down there in 7th. Save percentage, he is not there. Okay. Wins, he's always there. Points, Kessel and Kadri leading the NHL. Wow. Stamkos is up there with 79. All right, very nice. Assists, Loftus is up there with 49. Way to go. See, Loftus and Stamkos are working very well together. Goals, Stamkos is up there with 32, so it doesn't look like he's going to have... Kessel already has 48 goals. Holy crap, man. All right, so yes, we've taken over the first in the Eastern Conference with 93 points, and we are officially back in the first in the NHL spot. All right, boys? That's right. We are first in the NHL, the President's Trophy. It's within our own destiny now. All we have to do is make sure we win games. All right, how many games left do we have? 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 14. We have 14 games left. So, I mean, if we can win 10 of those games, which is very possible, there's no doubt in my mind that we're going to win the President's Trophy, all right? 113 points at least? Hell yeah. All right? So... Again, we turned it around late. If we had a better start to the season, like if we were playing like this the whole way through, if we edited the lines the right way the whole way through, we probably would have been a 60-win team, it looks like. But you know what? Whatever. It's all good. So, we've checked out everything. Now let's check out our power play and Granlund stats now, okay? Because trade deadline is here. I'm 99.9% sure that I'm not going to be trading away anybody, but... I want to see what's going on here. So our power play before was 20.1%, and Connolly had 24 points. So remember, we put him on the second line power play. He's still in the third line, but let's see if he improved our power play over Connolly. Okay. So goals for per game. Yeah, we're still up there, 3.22. All right, second in the NHL, second to only Toronto. So. Damn, thank God we're not going to run into Toronto in the first round this year because it looks like they all of a sudden are a stud of a team. Absolutely. Goals against per game, we are second in the NHL. So our stats have really jumped in both categories. We're second for goals for, and we're second for goals against, all right? And the only reason we're second is because of our poor start. Our goals against is definitely a lot better than 2.43 in the last 2 months, all right? But you still have to take into account the first 3 months. All right, so statistically for goals for and goals against, we're looking fine. Power play percentage, let's see. Ooh, all right. So it doesn't look like Granlund helped it out at all. Well, it might have been our first line was not doing good either. Maybe Lofthouse, Little, and Stamkos weren't the right idea. Maybe I should have kept the Nuge and Sagan alongside of Stamkos. But it's not like Granlund took over the power play and really helped it out. So our power play dropped a little bit. So we had to change up our power play lines a little bit once again. Our penalty kill lines they've been great all year. They haven't been the best in the NHL, but they've been consistent. Always above 81, 82%. And now it's really up there. It's 84.3, hovering around 85. So penalty kill, we're top 3. Goals for, top 2. Goals against, top 2. Power play. That is the only thing that's holding us back. All right? We still have the second most goals for in the NHL with a crappy power play. Could you imagine if our power play was clicking up around 25%? All right? Then it would be ridiculous. We would definitely be tops in the NHL for every statistic. All right? So, let's check that out. Let's also check out the player stats because now we can check out Granlund. He had 24 points in 53 games, I think it was. So let's see how many points he had in the last few games, okay? Let's see here. Okay, so forwards. Yes, points. All right, so Stamkos is still having a great season, 79 points in 68 games, no problem with him. Lofthouse, same thing. Len Little's kind of trailed off a little bit, but for his rookie season, all right, that's great. 60 points in 68 games. He's a 20-goal scorer. All right, 40 assist man, it looks like. Looks like he's going to be a 25, 40 assist man, so that's very good for a rookie. The Nuge, 51 points in 68 games. Could be a bit better if we gave him second-line duties the whole year. Probably would have been better. Sagan, that's not good enough for Tyler Sagan, all right? Tyler Sagan should be pushing a point a game. I'm not saying he should be, but he should be around 55, 60 points right now. 49 is kind of low. Like the Nuge was on the third line at the beginning of the year, and he had the same amount of power play time as Sagan. So the Nuge is doing better than Sagan, which he shouldn't. Sagan should be around 55 points, boys. Absolutely, okay? Dustin Brown, he's having a good year. No problem with Dustin Brown. Braden Shen's having a good year. All right, so 24 points in 53 games. So he's played, 15 games since then, and he's got 7 points. 7 points in 15 games. So he's about the same kind of guy. A 0.5 points per game kind of player. All right. He's always ended up with around 40, 45 points. We look at his career stats. Yeah, he is just that kind of guy. Granlund. He's just not getting it done. We gave him the chance. We put him up there on the second line power play. He's just not getting it done. Let's see his power. And he didn't even record one power play goal. I wish they had power play assists. But he didn't even record one power play goal. So Granlund, he doesn't belong on the power play. He definitely doesn't. Connolly, this guy, I mean, for third liners having 30 points, that's pretty good. I mean, I don't mind my third line having 30 points because Braden Shen has 30, Granlund and Connolly both have 30, and then everyone else has around 40 or above, okay? So I don't have a problem with that, but we've given them the chance, and they can't get going, you know? And if one of those guys got going at the beginning of the year, then Sagan's points would be higher. So these guys are just, I don't know. I just don't know. Richie, Lemieux, and Golden, yeah, they're having good years. Got no problem with them. All right. Okay. What am I going to do with these guys? Remember, our team is doing great right now, so I don't want to trade anyone. I don't want to mess up the chemistry. Victor Hedman, so it doesn't look like we're going to have any defensemen with like 50 points to have a really good year, which I don't understand why, because Ekman Larson and Hedman like on that first line with Stamkos, Len Little. But what are you going to do, right? Shattenkirk, Beaulieu, Fensky, all right, they're all doing good, and they're all plus players, our defensemen. So 5v5, we're outstanding. We are outstanding 5v5. Goalies, 2.32 goals against for Bernie Mac, and .913. So that's rising. Everything's going good for Bernie Mac. He's getting better, all right?